Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Shred Shack Pro Wrestling. Pat and Dan here from Shred Shack Pro Wrestling, and it is pay-per-view time again, which means it's time for some predictions. Payback is going to be this Sunday. We're doing this on a point system, which you have devised evilly as you laugh.
Winner of the match gets you 1 point. You get an extra half point for getting the means by which they win correct.
Right.
So by standard pinfall, by count out. And then if you say something as a joke and that ends up coming true, you get a half a point just on principle. So
we have the pre-show starting us off this week, and we have two things that happening on the pre-show. Number one is a Miz TV segment with Finn Balor. I have a feeling how I feel like this is going to happen is they're going to start saying stuff. They're going to make fun of Balor, who's going to say very little. Then Ambrose is going to come out, emasculate Miz, and they're just immediately going to cut to a commercial. And what I want to happen is Balor is attacked by Bray Wyatt, who says that he hasn't forgotten about him even though he's focused on Randy Orton, and he just leaves him lying in the middle of the ring. This one segment explains why this pay-per-view should not be happening. Because there are like 5 feuds with these 3 people that you have to think about. Well, Bray Wyatt's fighting with Randy Orton later in the night, but then why did he come out earlier this month, and threaten Finn Balor? And also, why did he attack Miz and Dean Ambrose and Chris Jericho on Monday night?
if your purpose was to make him seem like a badass, like he does it on his own. You don't need to throw him into like bullshit matches.
Enzo and Big Cass versus the Club.
Or like the 13th time.
Yeah, pretty much. My exact prediction that I wrote down was Enzo and Cass win clean because we can't have nice things.
I'm just going to go against you. I'm going to go with the Club because nerds.
Roman Reigns versus Braun Strowman.
I'm going Strowman here.
I actually predicted Roman Reigns wins, crowd boos mercilessly.
He won clean the last time they met at a pay-per-view, didn't he?
Yeah. And then Braun flipped him over in an ambulance so that he can... I use this as a verb. I use John Cena's theme music as a verb when I'm describing him overcoming odds in a stupid fashion. Roman Reigns is going to do his way into a victory out of nowhere.
I was just thinking, like Braun Strowman lifting the ambulance. It's like the montage, one of the many montages from Rocky IV.
Oh my God, if Braun had screamed Drago when he was done, I would have... What I said I wanted to happen was that Braun Strowman chokeslams Roman off a cliff like it's the beginning of Tekken.
Okay, unless they're having this at like the World Martial Arts Tournament in Dragon Ball Z, where there's a cliff right over there.
Yeah,
it's not gonna happen.
That's what's gonna happen. Roman goes for the Superman punch, and Strowman just goes smack and hits him into a cliff.
The only way that would be even better is if, as he's falling, you just see the.
Seth Rollins versus Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe.
I'm going Rollins. I don't want to see Samoa Joe like made to be like another run-of-the-mill big guy who gets beaten by a guy like Seth Rollins, but I do think that Rollins deserves to have some momentum, especially if it's against a guy who's basically responsible for putting him on the shelf for a couple of weeks. It would make a good redemption story, I think.
I do think it would be a good redemption story, but not just yet. I think it should be a matter of, like, you beat Triple H, but I'm not Triple H. I'm a different kind of monster. And to lose here and then win in the near future.
Cesaro and Sheamus versus the Hardys.
Cesaro and Sheamus.
I'm going Hardys.
You motherfucker.
Yeah, I really am. I'm going Hardys, but throughout the match, Sheamus and Cesaro thoroughly kicked the crap out of them. Here's where this kind of turns into the fantasy booking part. Have Sheamus and Cesaro beat them up so badly that they have to fight back pretty nastily, and Matt Hardy's eyes just open as wide as humanly possible, and it starts to transition into the broken character. Cruiserweight title match, Austin Aries versus Neville.
Austin Aries wins.
That's what I said too. I also said that he wins clean.
Yes, I believe the same thing.
U.S. title match, Chris Jericho versus Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens wins.
Yeah, same here. I think he retains the title after a powerbomb onto the apron again.
His gimmick now, the face of America, you're really going to take the U.S. title off of him right after giving him that gimmick?
Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen. And also, I love the face of America gimmick. I thought it was great. I'm glad to see him, like, even though he's not in the main title picture, he is still kind of pushed as a main title draw because Lesnar's gone, so they needed something to kind of fill that space.
Well, with Lesnar being MIA and, like as of now, like, the WWE Championship is kind of looking a little bit... The U.S. title looks stronger.
It does. They've ended the show with U.S. title-related things on SmackDown for the past 2 or 3 weeks. Alexa Bliss versus Bayley for the Raw Women's title.
I think they're going to give it to Alexa Bliss.
I actually am going to go Bayley on this one.
Okay.
I am going to... And this isn't just to say, screw you, Dan, and your... Yeah, that's why. It's really just like, well, I was going to put... No, I actually wrote down. I think that Bayley is going to win, but I think after this week, it's going to be because Sasha interferes on her behalf.
Okay.
And then I see Sasha turning on Bayley.
I know it's going to happen eventually, but I kind of want it to happen sooner rather than later.
Yeah, but I'm going Bayley.
Okay.
All
You're
right.
going to be wrong, but it's fine.
It's my right to be wrong, all right? All right, and for the final match, possibly, unless they decide to put Braun Strowman on last.
Putting that on last, you know it. Shut up.
Bray Wyatt versus Randy Orton. Here's the thing. This match is not for the title anymore. Did you know that? As soon as they said, not for the title, Orton's winning. Are you going Bray on this?
I don't want to, just because I know, like, he's, like, unfortunately a losing wrestler all the time. He loses way too much.
He won at Elimination Chamber, the only time it really mattered, but then he lost at WrestleMania. I think he's going to lose again on Sunday, and I hate to say that, but I think he is.
I think he will win the match, but there will be some way, somehow, some sort of involvement with Jinder Mahal.
You think so?
Yeah, because it's going to be some sort of distraction. I can still see it happening. Like, he does interfere in some way, or he, like, appears on Titantron with the belt and throws it in the river like a fucking Stone Cold type thing.
That'd be awesome.
But I can still see Orton pulling out a win from that and be like, fuck. And then I'll just start throwing shit around. I'll have to calm Lindsay down. She'll grab a knife.
I'll be able to hear the no from Texas from Lindsay when Bray Wyatt gets pinned. Like, I can see it happening.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I want Bray Wyatt to win.
All right.
I'm really hoping he's going to win. So,
what is the House of Horrors match? That's what they're going to be fighting in.
It's
and they haven't explained it at all.
It's pretty much a house that is a hallway of just TVs of Randy Orton doing this.
That is a House of Horrors. Oh my God.
I know.
All I just keep thinking to myself was, all right, the last time they had a character-driven specialty match in WWE, it was the Ambrose Asylum match, which was like, it was voted, I think, as the worst match of last year. It was awful. It dragged on for a half an hour.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of, like, random, ridiculous stuff. It was basically like a cage match where, like, there were 6 weapons hanging from chains.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. They did something similar in TNA. They called it, with Raven, and they called it the Clockwork Orange House of Fun match. Because, of course, they did.
Because references.
Because Raven and TNA.
But, you know, with that, though, taking that in mind, with Bray and Orton's WrestleMania match, the bar is set pretty low.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though. The bar is set low, but it ain't touching the ground. I imagine that somebody in the back saw the WrestleMania match and was like, you know what the only problem with that match was? There wasn't enough spooky stuff on the screens. So I think that's what the House of Horror is going to be. It's literally just a house where, like, every wall is covered by, like, screens of, like, bugs crawling around or stuff.
Wasn't there like a Simpsons episode with like a broken haunted house? And, like one of the bits was like a guy doing maintenance on it.
Yeah, and he just goes, "Yeah, boo."
Like that's what I'm imagining with this.
But the guy doing maintenance is Eric Rowan.
Okay, so I'm gonna go. I'm actually gonna go with Bray. Like, I'm probably gonna be wrong. I'm gonna weep the big manly tears. Not as big and manly as the Undertaker retirement ones, but I'm gonna go with Bray Wyatt.
My 2 predictions for this match: Randy Orton's going to win, and the match is going to suck.
I don't think we actually mentioned the stipulation as far as winner loser here.
Right.
So,
Right.
So we'll do that. We'll do that now, actually. So as far as whoever gets the least amount of points between the two of us, they're going to have to make a video. I had said 10. I don't think I know enough about my hated person.
Why don't we do it? Why don't we do? So why don't we do? They have to do a hit list.
So it's what, 6?
6.
Okay. So we're going to do. We have to pick somebody on the current WWE roster that we absolutely fucking despise, and we have to say 6 good things about them.
And they can't be like sarcastic.
Yeah.
They can be. They have to be
like,
honest.
Hair, bro.
They can't be like, oh, he looks better than the gobbledygooker. No.
Yeah, no, they have to be legitimately good things, which
Yeah.
is going to be painful. There will be hospital admissions. There will be pride being swallowed.
I'm going to say right now, I'm just going to lay this out right now. If I lose the bet, I will be doing a hit list on 6 things that I like about Noam Dar.
Fox.
Foxy!
I mean, that's my number 1 right there.
Yeah,
I
just
love that for
the
no
way that he
reason.
says, Foxy!
Okay. Take us out of here.
All right, thank you guys for watching. We will be live tweeting, I guess, the pay-per-view on our respective Twitters because we're not going to be streaming this time. But
we can't show you the footage on Twitter.
yeah, thanks. But if you guys want to catch up with us on Twitter, we will be live streaming the event. Live streaming. Bleh. Let's try that again.
Live tweeting.
Live tweeting. If you guys want to catch up with us during Payback this Sunday night, we are going to be live tweeting it. I am going to be at Pat Shred Shack.
I'm going to be at Novus Redemptor.
And thank you guys for watching. We will see you guys next time with the results and with the punishments. May the best man win.